answer any questions the police were asking. So finally, he decided to grab the cat. I'm guessing it was his. Meow. He shook the cat to make it angry, and then he threw it at the officer's face. They say that the cat actually dug its claws into the officer's face and just latched on. No.
There's not a way to go. I don't get it. So apparently if you shake a cat, that makes it, it's like shaking up a beer.
Well, this guy was drinking.
Everything with alcohol. Well, honestly, Jamie can relate to that.
Absolutely. Easy to upset. No, they're not. They're not always upset, but they're easily upset. So, shaking a cat isn't a good idea.
I just can't. I'm trying to figure out the mindset. Obviously, the guy was drunk, but all right, cops coming at me. Come here, Fluff.
It's the only thing
Shake it up. Let's go.
Pretty good aim. Right to the face, and then the cat just grabs on for dear life and scratches up the police officer's face.
And apparently the cat is okay, and the officer is going to be okay.
Can you imagine going through jail? Like, everybody always asks, like, I would assume. I've never been to jail. I don't. You have?
Yeah, it's been a couple years.
Yeah. You survived.
Oh, I'm tougher. I'm a better man.
Yeah.
Drinking related.
Right.
Yeah.
That's the drinking, yes.
Drinking related violence.
But I always assume that the inmates go around and say, so what are you in here for? Yeah, murder.
Grand
Armed
theft.
robbery.
Right.
Cat attack. Catapult.
Exactly. Catapult. Yeah.
You claim to like cats, Heather.
I do love cats. I have 2 of them.
I know, but I follow you on Instagram.
Yes.
You've never once put a picture of your cats up. You put a picture of dogs on an almost daily basis.
Double that.
I have posted photos of the cats. Yeah, I have.
I mean, like if you had 4 kids, how many cats do you have?
2.
So you have 2 dogs and 2 cats.
Yes.
So it'd be like if you had 4 kids, but only posted pictures of 2 of them the entire time.
Yeah, Jamie's got a point. He might be a drinker, but he's got a point.
The dogs are definitely cuter, and they're around more. I mean, the cats aren't necessarily always social. The cats eat the dogs, so the cats tend to hide from the dogs all the time. Whatever. I'll post a photo of them today for you.
Heather, I got the same critiques. I did. I have a dog. I used to have 2 cats. Now I have 1 cat. Never really posted pictures of Tram and Lou, the cats. Greatest double play combination. That's why I named them that. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I had no idea. I was like, Tram and Lou. Huh?
Yeah.
How do you come up with those names?
Unfortunately, well, it was between that and Malcolm and Angus from AC/DC. I thought more people would appreciate Tram and Lou.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Lou is still alive. Tram is.
You didn't rename them Josh and Jordy for this year's double play combo? Anyway, go ahead.
Yes, but no, I mean, she's right. You forget about the cats. They're never around. They're hiding somewhere or sleeping somewhere. So you don't always post pictures.
Yeah, that's why. Finally, you guys, a passenger on a JetBlue flight that was going from the Dominican Republic to New York caused the plane to have to make an emergency landing after she was screaming that the plane was going to crash. So basically, it sounds like this woman was hysterical for the majority of the flight, just screaming that, we're going to crash, we're going to crash. She told everyone to look at their monitors. We're going down, we're in the ocean. So the pilot decided to land in Fort Lauderdale. They removed this woman from the plane, and they say the whole time she was being removed, she continued to yell, like, don't, saying that, like, you got to listen to me, I'm not lying. You're going to crash. Look at your monitors. And the woman was taken in to receive a mental health evaluation. And then the flight continued.
Or she was drinking, James.
Yeah, there might have been alcohol.
She needed to be drinking.
She definitely did. Definitely needed that, yeah.
Could you imagine? That might be a little unsettling. Person sitting next to you, we're going down.
Look at your monitor. We're in the ocean.
I'm just curious, why would you look at your monitor?
Because it shows you your flight path.
Oh, that's a good point. Oh, you think it's just going to show?
Like it shows you where you are, yeah.
Like, what do you think, a big skull just pops up?
Yeah, it doesn't show your altitude. It just shows the actual plane. It's not like the plane also goes,
Right.
But it does show you when you're over the ocean.
yeah. Oh, that's true.
You
That's
know.
true. It does. All right. Thank you very much, Heather. We appreciate it. It's 6:31. We will talk coming up next to John Ewing from Action Sports Network. Some interesting games this weekend. Some pretty large lines. We'll get to those as we get you ready for the weekend in football on 97 on the ticket.
Tickets now. your small business's valuable information safe, Dell Small Business Technology Advisors can recommend tailored security solutions like servers, storage, networking. Plus, right now, get up to 45% off select business computers with Intel Core processors. Running your own small business is a big challenge, but with the right partner, it's a lot easier. To speak with an advisor today, call 877-BUY-DELL. That's 877-BUY-DELL.
So, after 20 years at the same job, you finally did it. You started over with a new career in a new city. Good for you. Life is full of changes. Good thing there's a full-service bank to help you make the most of each. From direct deposit to mobile bill pay, at Comerica, every account comes with the tools, knowledge, and one-on-one support you need every step of the way. That's full-service banking only at Comerica Bank. Raising expectations since 1849. Learn more at Comerica.com. Member FDIC, Equal Opportunity Lender.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike and Pearl National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
The only way you can take 97.1 The Ticket with you is the radio.com app. Download it today and listen to us anytime, anywhere. Brought to you by the LaFontaine Automotive Group, the family deal.
John Ewing in just a little bit from Action Sports Network, and if you are somebody who enjoys putting a little something on the games, it was pointed out to us that Mr. Ewing was 4-0 last week.
As you like to call it, white hot.
Well, I mean, can't get much better than that. We will also do our picks for the week ahead coming up at 7:50 this morning. Last week you were in for Stoney because he was on a short weekend, a wedding. He went to a wedding, is what I was going to say. And you were 4-1.
Right.
So you got to hear what Rieger has to say to you. Heather picked for me last week, and she went 2-3. Hey, Heather, that's a massive improvement from my previous 2 weeks.
Listen, I'll win you cash. I will. With the exception of Notre Dame and Michigan. That was the one I got wrong.
That's all right. That happens. Hey, you were 4-1. You were 4-1.
That's right.
No arguing with that.
That's right.
Michigan State's got a bye this week following their loss last week to Penn State. But they're in the news once again, and unfortunately for the football program, for all the wrong reasons. Joe Bacci, the outstanding linebacker for MSU, and a guy who I think is kind of viewed as a heart and soul type player on that defense. Preseason All-American, second-team All-American last year, All Big Ten last year, has been suspended, and it doesn't really say for how long by the Big Ten Conference for testing positive for a performance-enhancing substance. Michigan State has immediately appealed, but barring any overturn of the appeal, you would think that's it for Joe Bacci.
Yeah. And the appeals usually never work. And Bacci put out a statement, said he let people down, and D'Antonio put out a statement saying this does not define the kid. With that being said, and listen, this is in part, I mean, it's, I guess, a little part of Michigan State's struggles this year, but it's just another huge, brutal thing against Michigan State, which has been awful this year.
It's one of those when it rains it pours things. And, you know, a couple years ago when Michigan State won the Big Ten and was on its way to the Rose Bowl, you had the situation where Bulla was suspended. Remember, it was like
The Rose Bowl, yeah.
it was like a week before the Rose Bowl or less. And all of a sudden they announced, okay, he's not even going to the game. What? I mean, this was like a captain, everything else, and it turned out Michigan State won the game. They had the amazing, fourth down stop against Stanford by the kid who replaced Bulla in the lineup, and that kind of got swept under the rug a little bit. And so when you're winning, when you're 12-1 or 10-2 or going to the national playoff as they did 2 years later, you kind of look the other way on that stuff because you're like, oh, well, hey, listen, we're winning. But when you're losing and you lose a guy like Joe Bacci, then it's like, okay, this is just another black eye for the program. I mean, it's a metaphor, but it's like when it rains, it pours.
No, I'm with you. I mean, just because Bacci got popped doesn't mean everybody on the team is doing roids. And if they are, they should be doing better roids because the team's not very good, right? So, I mean, you might want to up the juice if that's the case.
Yeah.
But this just makes you aware
support. No, I mean, D'Antoni said, the situation breaks my heart. He didn't say, this kid is innocent, this is a Travis mockery. And I don't know. Usually when there's a positive drug test, they don't get overturned, like you said. All right, it's time to talk about the numbers with our friend John Ewing from Action Sports Network. John last week gave us advice on 4 games, and he was a perfect 4-0. But he's handing out advice left and right that he probably doesn't remember what his record was last week, and he joins us now. What's up, John?
What's going on, fellas? Actually, I track all my bets in the Action app, so you can see, all of your listeners can go and see what plays I make and how I do.
Well, I'm going to take all your advice this week because I've been not doing quite as well with my picks, but we don't pick some of the games that you advise us on, so it's not like I'm not following your advice, John. Well, let's start with the college game. Michigan State, as we just mentioned, is on a bye. Michigan looked pretty good last week against Notre Dame, which you anticipated. They are giving up a lot of points this week, 21 or more at Maryland in a noon kickoff tomorrow.
Yeah, so what do you do with a team after a big win like Michigan? Odds makers are going to hang a heavy number on them. They anticipate a lot of public support for the Wolverines, and they're right. This game has lopsided action. More than 85% of tickets are coming in on Michigan to cover as a 3-touchdown favorite here against Maryland. So tons of points, lots of public support. It's easy to understand why the number's so big again. After coming off a big win, going up against a Maryland team that's just 3-5. But historically, we see this as a potential letdown spot. Often it's been talked about fade ranked teams after beating a top 10 opponent like Michigan did. Going against those teams after a big win has covered about 56% of the time since 2005. So a little history points to Maryland. Our power ratings do as well. We have Michigan clearly as a better team in winning, but it's closer to what the spread opened at, around 17.5 points. So this line is a little inflated, maybe by about a field. So if you're looking inflated, I think you take the points with Maryland, even though Michigan is rolling and looks to be clearly the better side.
Hey, John, what about the national game of the week in college? Georgia given 6.5 against Florida.
This is a classic pros versus Joes game. Georgia opened 3.5. We're seeing nearly 70% of tickets take the points with the Gators. That's, again, a situation that we often see where you have 2 evenly matched teams. Casual bettors will take the points, assuming it's going to be a competitive matchup. But sharp action has been on Georgia all week. This number has been pounded. It's up to 6.5, depending on the book. And our power ratings open with Georgia winning by a touchdown on average. We jumped on the 3.5 early, feel pretty good about that. If you can still get some 6s, I like laying points with the Bulldogs as well.
All right, let's go to the NFL. We'll do the Lions game last. The Vikings have been playing really good football. They go to Kansas City, where bizarrely the Chiefs haven't won in a few games, but obviously their quarterback situation has something to do with that. The Vikings, what I'm looking at as 2.5-point favorites. What do you think of that one?
Yeah, still undecided there at quarterback for the Chiefs. Mahomes dealing with some injuries. If he plays, obviously that spread's going to change. Kansas City will likely become a small home favorite. But let's assume he's out. I like Matt Moore a lot. I said I was on him last week. That game, I think was a lot closer than many bettors assumed it would be. Kansas City easily could have won that matchup. But he's a better than average quarterback, and you got to just ignore that backup label. And he's never been in an offense like this with the kind of weapons that he has, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, and then with Andy Reid scheming for him. So I know the Vikings have looked really good this year, but I think Kansas City, we take the points, but then at home they're going to turn this around here eventually. They're too good. And then again, if you can get your figure out in the first place, that line maybe even ever be.
How long from the Lions and Raiders? Raiders first time back home in, God knows,
Tessler and Aronovitz. They're hair restoration experts with over 30 years of experience working with the very latest treatments and technologies. And now, Doctors Barry, Tessler, and Aronovitz are the exclusive providers of the RTAS robotic-assisted hair transplantation procedure. And you don't have to go far. It's right here in Metro Detroit. With the RTAS technology, Dr. Ali Berry could restore your hair in a minimally invasive procedure, giving you the thickness you want and the hairline you like. And it requires no stitches, leaves no linear scar. It has a quick recovery, and most importantly, the results are natural. Oh, and Dr. Berry personally meets with all of his patients. He'll give you honest and realistic options and recommendations to restore your hair. The procedure is called RTAS. It's state-of-the-art and works for both men and women. So give Doctors Barry, Tessler, and Aronovitz a call at 248-353-1117 or online at mihairdoc.com. Tickets Sound good?
Sounds good to me.
All right, Nick, you get to go first in category number 1. In honor of Halloween, candies. That's right. Candies. Go.
Snickers.
Steve.
Twizzler.
Nick.
Milky Way.
Steve.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cup.
Nick.
Whatchamacallit.
Steve.
Whopper.
Nick.
Laffy Taffy.
Steve.
Hershey's Dark Chocolate.
Nick.
Milk Dust.
Steve.
M&M.
Nick.
Peanut M&M.
Steve.
Skittles.
Nick.
Milky Way.
We have Milky Way already?
Yep.
Oh, you're not keeping track? I thought you were keeping track of it. Steve.
You already said Milky Way.
Yeah, I thought we already said Milky Way. Yeah. I thought we did too. All right, so Nick, Steve, you get that one.
All right.
You lead 1-0.
Steve, you can win this thing. Here we go. Players in this year's World Series. Players in this year's World Series. And we start with Steve.
Important to note, by the way, these are players on the roster. They don't necessarily have had to participate, although maybe they all did.
Fair enough. So if you need former Tigers, I think you're good.
All right.
Steve, go ahead.
Something Berlin.
Nick.
Animal.
Steve.
Max Scherzer.
Nick.
Careful.
Steve.
Kendrick.
Howie. Look at him, man.
Okay. Listen out there.
Let's go to Nick.
Yeah.
Jose Altuve.
Steve.
Doug Fister.
He did pitch for the Nationals for a short time.
I love it, though. He went for the X-Tiger factor.
Yeah.
Not a bad guess. Not a bad. Hockey Dickinson. Yeah. All right, so it's 1-1. Nick, you will lead us off on this last one. NFL head coaches. NFL head coaches. Nick, go.
Max.
Steve.
Bill Belichick.
Nick.
Andy Reid.
Steve.
Matt Nagy.
Nick.
John Harbaugh.
Steve.
Doug Peterson.
Nick.
Sean Payton.
Steve.
Right.
There you go. Frank Reich. Nick.
Pete Carroll.
Steve.
Matt LaFleur.
Nick.
Adam Gase.
Steve.
Pat Sherman.
Nick.
Ron Rivera.
Steve. Three, two, one. Yeah. Sorry, Steve. Thanks for playing. You did a heck of a job, Nick. Congratulations. Hang on the line, all right?
We'll do it. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Nick from Oxford has won himself the game of hot potato. Those guys are pretty good at NFL head coaches.
Really good.
Did a good job.
Not as good as World Series players, but really good with the candies.
Good with the candies, yes. Maybe they didn't watch much of the World Series. I got that sense particularly from Steve.
I did not.
Yeah, Steve didn't go much past the ex-Tigers. So
Okay, long games
congratulations
start
to
tonight.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Nick has won himself 2 tickets. Red Wings, Bruins on Friday, November the 8th at the LCA. For tickets, visit DetroitRedWings.com. All right, I want to preview something that we're going to do coming up at 7:18. And we're not even going to give away prizes for this, although I kind of feel like we should. But so yesterday on the show, we played a clip of the Nationals play-by-play announcer calling the final out. And you were very critical. Very critical.
As were you, be honest.
I was somewhat critical of it, but whatever.
It's a hard job, I get it.
Yeah, and we,
It's only a legendary call for the only time in franchise history that you win the World Series, but whatever.
all right, here it is. We have it for you. This is, now I forget his name, John Sloan?
I didn't see it.
Okay, go ahead.
The kick in, here it comes. Swing and a miss! Swing and a miss! Swing and a miss! And a World Series Game 7 winning Curly W is in the books. The celebration is on.
for that moment. And so we brought up Dan Miller, the voice of the Lions, and our friend from Channel 2, and whether or not he would have a call in mind for if the Lions ever won the NFC or won the Super Bowl. To which you sarcastically laughed. That'll never happen.
I did do that, and I still believe that.
So I talked to Dan yesterday, and he told me that not only does he have he already had a call in mind. He was listening when we were talking about this on the show.
Oh, so he agrees probably would never happen, right?
No.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But as I said yesterday on the show, I don't know that he's going to live to be 536. But anyway,
He's in good shape.
he's in great shape. He does have a call in mind for the NFC Championship. And as he was listening to us talk about it yesterday, he, in his mind, formed the Super Bowl call.
So can you tell us what it is?
He didn't tell me what it was.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. Well, why would he? Because then it would take away the spontaneity.
True, I guess.
Yeah. So we were thinking it would be a lot of fun for us to try to guess what the call would be. Ticket texters chime in with this one. I mean, again, we're going to do this. Heather's got news coming up right after 7 o'clock. But I mean, my initial thought was...
Starting route to 611 Hilger Street.
The Lions have won the Super Bowl. You know, something like that.
So, man, I was thinking, and again, rough draft.
Yeah, rough draft.
I feel that...
In 5 miles, take exit.
It's at 7:18 when we do it, but it's almost like something like 2 teams meet at the center of the field. That's so well the Lions.
Starting route to 611 Hilger Street. In 4.1 miles, take exit 228 toward French Road.
Shoe, or he will do away with the job well done.
Okay, I'll drop that.
Well, I mean, come on. It's the Super Bowl, for God's sakes, you know? The 2 teams don't even meet at the center
I
of the
really
field.
want to know what he would say.
Well,
I mean, let's be honest. Can't you just call Dan and say, Dan, the odds of you using this call are nothing, okay? It will never happen, so can't you just call our radio station and use it right now?
or you know, I'm not sure how old Dan is. He's a young man, but say 50 years from now on his deathbed, tell us what you would have said.
And can you do it? Can you do it as a broadcaster? Like, make sure you do it play by play.
Yeah, exactly. All right, at 7 o'clock, Heather does have news coming up next. Heather, what do you got for us?
I'm going to tell you how a college student used a really low-tech way to get a really high-tech job.
Nice. I like it. But first, a sports update, including the NFL final from last night. Here's T.O.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. The radio.com sports station. Sports headlines. All day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Mother Waters. Let's start with Thursday Night Football as the San Francisco 49ers now 8-0 on the season after they beat the Arizona Cardinals 28-25 last night. Closer to home, it's back to work today for the Lions as they head off to Oakland later on this afternoon for Sunday's game against the Raiders. Both teams go into that contest desperately needing to win to stay alive in their respective playoff races. A key to Sunday's game, according to linebacker Jelani Tavai, will be slowing a Raiders run game that's led by rookie Josh Jacobs.
He's really good back, you know.
In 2 miles, take exit 228 toward French Road.
Be in contact as well as defensive players. Like I said, it's another challenge that we're already to accept, so it's going to be fun.
That clip comes courtesy of Jeff Rieger. Jacobs currently ranks 6th among NFL running backs with 620 yards and 4 touchdowns in 7 games for Oakland this season. The Red Wings look to pick up back-to-back wins for just the 2nd time this year as they take on the Carolina Hurricanes tonight in Carolina. Coverage of that game right here on the ticket, starting at 7:10. A 2-game road trip set to wrap up for the Pistons tonight in Chicago as they take on the struggling Bulls. You can hear that game over on WOMC. Tip-off is at 8. The exhibition season begins for new head coach Juwan Howard and the Michigan Wolverines tonight as they square off against Saginaw Valley State at Chrysler Center. You can hear that game over on AM 950 starting at 7. The season opener takes place Tuesday night when Michigan takes on Appalachian State. Michigan and Appalachian State in an opener. What could possibly go wrong? A pair of players that were critical parts of their team's World Series runs, Washington's Anthony Rendon and Houston's Garrett Cole.
Stay in the 2nd lane from right.
Players that officially became free agents in Major League Baseball yesterday. There were 5 Tigers who hit the open market on Thursday. The 5, Jordy Mercer, Edwin Jackson.
Use the right lane to take exit 228 toward French Road.
Update this. I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, stay tuned to 90.
slight left turn onto Edsall Ford Freeway.
I was using it yesterday.
Take a slight left turn onto Edsall Ford Freeway, then turn right onto French Road.
In the Super Bowl with the play-by-play called, I used to rewind it.
Use the right lane to take exit 220 beyond Connor Avenue.
Okay, it should download it. But I did discover that one of our stations here in the building is on Christmas.
Already. Already.
It happens.
Take the exit, then continue straight.
Early.
It's November 1st.
Enjoy fall.
Continue straight.
Yeah.
And then we'll go to the Christmas and the Hanukkah.
Yeah.
By the way, both on the same time frame.
Yes,
Oh,
they
is that
are.
right? Very exciting.
Continue straight.
I don't know. Same time. The 25th. One of the days of Hanukkah is going to be on the 25th of December. That's all I know.
In 2.3 miles, turn right onto East Jefferson Avenue.
Oh, no.
That's it. I'm using the radio.com app. There you go. It's another station. Can I say which station it is? 98.7 The Breeze is now playing all your Christmas favorites.
So early.
Yeah, that's, I disagree with that.
I do too.
I mean, wait till December 1st.
Exactly. By the way,
Or the day after Thanksgiving.
Well, how about this? How about this? How about the weekend of Christmas? Do it like the 3 or 4 days leading.
No. I like it before that.
okay, so we always bitch about when they go too early to Christmas music, right? Mm-hmm. Do you think the other stations, when they hear Carson Anderson do a mock draft, they go, I'm not ready for a mock draft. It's only October 15th.
But then they remind themselves that it is the Lions, so it's never too early with that team.
Wow.
Gosh.
All right, go ahead.
I need to apologize to Michigan fans. I will never use that line about Appalachian State.
Oh, please, come on. Unless, of course, App State beats Michigan next week,
Then all
right?
bets are off.
Yeah.
A lot of unknowns about Joanna Howard's squad. It could happen.
Yeah. All right, it's time for news. Heather, do you want a little musical backdrop?
Sure, let's
Okay.
hear it. What's on? The same song?
I think it's still Feliz Navidad. Yeah.
Not my favorite. I'll take it though.
I just love the fact that in 2019, Jamie's using his phone to provide us with music over the air.
Well, no, but I'm playing a different radio station.
I get it.
Yeah.
All right, you guys, here's the news. Police in Warren are investigating 3 different incidents at De La Salle High School. Thank you. Including a hazing incident that led to the football team just canceling their remainder of the season. And police say that besides the hazing incident, all classes were actually canceled today due to a threat that was made on Snapchat. And then apparently earlier on Thursday, a student was arrested after bringing a knife to school. So there's 3 different incidences that police are investigating. And when it comes to the football hazing incident, we actually don't have a lot of the details about the incident, but we do know that it involved senior varsity football players, and it took place in the locker room.
I'm not making excuses for hazing, obviously.
I'm an anti-hazing person.
Yeah, so am I. I don't believe in hazing. Maybe just a little. Yeah, no hazing, right?
I was in a fraternity in college, and there was hazing, and I thought it was stupid.
They're always
so
hazing.
And it was just
Did
dumb
you get
stuff.
hazed?
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
You can't tell. He took a pledge. He took a sworn to secrecy.
The swirly.
No, there was no swirlies. I mean, a lot of it was mental. They made us think we were going to do some bad stuff, and we never actually did. But so when I hated it so much that I didn't want to be a hypocrite. So when I became an upperclassman, I didn't do it to younger kids because I thought it was stupid.
Is that when the drinking started for you?
Yes.
And when it was hazed.
Understood. And it's never stopped. But go ahead.
Getting back to De La Salle, though, we don't know the hazing details.
Right.
But man, oh man, if you're a player on that team and you have nothing to do with the hazing and you're a good kid,
I know.
man, does it suck to have your
before
season canceled
playoffs.
right before a playoff game.
Exactly.
It really does.
Man, I feel bad for those kids.
You guys, sticky notes helped a college student land a Fortune 500 job. This kid, his room faced right across the street from
In 1 mile, turn right onto East Jefferson Avenue.
take Post-it notes, and he wrote the words, "Hire me," across his window so that the company could see it. Sure enough, they saw it. They responded back with a Post-it note message saying, "Email." So obviously he responded to that, and he ended up going in for an interview, and he got this internship that he really wanted.
It's a great story, but those stories are so few and far between.
I know, but when you hear him, it's like, yes.
I know.
Yes.
Like, I remember when I was applying to colleges, there was a Stanford. I didn't apply to Stanford because whatever. But Stanford, like, they had these famous essay questions. And it was like, if you could master the Stanford essay, you could get, you also had like a 4.5 and whatever.
Yeah.
But it was, one of them was, what one word would you use to describe yourself? And then write an essay as to why that word describes you.
Okay.
And so some kid, legend, and I don't even know if this is true, but it was like legend, wrote concise. And that's all he wrote. And he got it. And it's like, yeah, that worked for him. But if you tried that yourself, it would be like, yeah, haha, kid, forget about it.
Yeah. They are few and far between, but pretty cool.
By the way, I just got a text from a friend of mine whose son goes to UAD High. UAD was canceled as well today.
Yeah, there was three.
Okay.
There was 3 schools canceled because of the threat that was made on Snapchat.
Okay.
Not because of the hazing and not because of the kid who brought the knife. So
it might not be a legitimate threat, but they have to take it seriously.
Yes, they definitely have to take it seriously. And they say the threat was taken down from Snapchat, but of course, police are taking it very seriously. Yes, you were right. All right, so furniture store owner Mattress Mac. You guys know Mattress Mac, right?
This isn't like Playground Patty or...
No.
Turn right onto East Jefferson Avenue.
He lost $13 million betting on the Astros to win the World Series. Now, this guy has done things like this.
$13 million.
But, he's not that upset about it because if he was going to win the bet, he would have had to pay off. He makes the bet that if the Astros win, he'll pay for people's purchases.
Right.
Which would have been up to $20 million.
Right, so this was like a hedging.
Yeah, exactly. Very much so. And he's done this in the past, but so he says, he's not too upset about losing the $13 million and that he would do it again tomorrow.
Oh.
And he probably will do it again the next World Series.
Right, until Verlander loses that one again. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was thinking that. I didn't realize I said that.
This guy's a legend, though. This is the guy who let everybody into his mattress stores when the one of the hurricanes happened.
You're right.
Yeah.
He did. And
Arlene? Hurricane Harvey. Great. I was trying to read Craig's lips, and I was like, Arlene?
Was there Hurricane
I
Arlene?
have no idea.
That's the next one.
It could be.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right, you guys. Cuba Gooding Jr. has pleaded not guilty again to new sexual abuse charges. This guy just keeps getting slapped with these sexual abuse charges, and they don't seem to end. This one involves a nightclub waitress that he apparently pinched her butt cheek, and there's video surfacing now, and it definitely
In
shows
half a
him
mile,
touching
turn left onto
her
St. Jean Street.
and now doesn't show a pinch. That's what they're arguing. Yada yada yada. Anyway.
I'd say touching the butt would qualify, but if...
But he's saying it was more of I was passing by, and it was more at her back.
Glancing.
And like to kind of let her know he was leaving and say goodbye. And he says he was putting his arm like right at the lower part of her back, not her butt.
So the pinch would be the smoking gun. The pinch would be the sealer, right?
It could be.
So do they send that the replay?
Yes.
Do they get under the
Yes,
hood?
they do.
From every different angle?
That's exactly what
we
they
definitely
do.
see hands to the butt, but do we see an actual pinching motion?
Yeah,
It's inconclusive right
that's
now.
what she says happened, and there's definitely they're definitely going to use the surveillance video, though, I would imagine.
So
for proof.
Last night, my kids were all trick-or-treating or going, whatever. And so my wife and I, as we were waiting for trick-or-treaters...
Turn left onto St. Jean Street. Then turn left onto Edley Street.
So we were watching John Oliver's from last week on HBO.
Okay.
And he always does this thing where he goes, and now... And the bit he did was news anchors making the obvious joke about the Astros being down 2-0 in the World Series. And he went through like 20 news anchors across the country saying, Houston, we have a problem. So don't you think there's like 30 news anchors across the country with this Cuba Gooding thing who said, oh, you know what she's saying? Show me the money. I mean, I bet you they made that joke 1,000 times.
I never thought of that, Jamie.
Oh, please. Yeah.
Can you say it better, though?
No.
Come on.
No.
Say it like they did in the movie.
Well, didn't he scream it in the movie?
Well,
Show
that's
me
what
the
I'm...
money.
Yeah. Still, not convincing.
In 800 feet, turn left onto Edley Street.
Maryland was surprised when she got a $5,000 water bill, and it all turns
Turn
out
left
that
onto Edley
her
Street.
toilet had
Then
been
turn right
running
onto Hilger Street.
nonstop, and she couldn't hear it.
Did she never have anybody over to her house?
Not often, but her son came home from college, and he is not deaf, and he instantly heard it. It was like, Mom, you gotta
Turn
make
right
sure
onto
the toilet.
Hilger Street.
It's
Then
constantly
arrive at
ringing,
your
and the
destination.
story kind of gained some attention, and fortunately for her, a community group stepped up and is helping her pay for it.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, they said if they didn't pay for it by yesterday, her water would be shut off.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
I heard the same thing happened to a blind person, except the toilet was clogged. Couldn't see. Had no idea it was there. Sorry. True story.
Awesome.
100%.
I could not decide if I should laugh or not.
You don't have to laugh. It's merely the news. By the way, Let It Snow is currently playing. You want to hear that?
Yeah, please.
Is it snowing?
What?
No.
No. I'm talking about...
I know what you're talking about, but I thought maybe it would be fitting. No. I don't want it.
God, I hate that.
Arrive at 611 Hilder Street.
Me too, no.
Arrived.
Oh, I thought they were talking about...
I love the holidays.
All right. Thank you very much, Amber. It is 7:13 on 97.1 The Ticket. Coming up next, if the Lions were to ever win the Super Bowl, what would Dan Miller's radio